It's Friday, September 1st. The last video that I posted was September 23rd, 2021, I think. Might have been 2020. I don't know. A lot has changed since then. So we're in my garage right now, and this is all extra pack out. That's extra pack out. That's all storage. This is all pack out. This is all mess, but we're getting there. So last video I said, hey, I'm going to tell you what I got for a new job. And it's been just over a year since I actually quit that job. Year and like 16 days, somewhere around there, 18. And had one other part-time job since then, and then I have since opened my own business, but we'll talk about that here today. So the job I was doing from the last video that I told you about was building police cars. It was a lot of fun. Obviously I quit, so something happened, but I learned a ton about 12-volt wiring. Now I have a ton of knowledge and a ton of parts and, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. But, you know, when you work for somebody that, even from the get-go, I knew, like, this guy's kind of not my cup of tea. And then we had a temporary guy put his notice in. We knew he was temporary. He put his notice in, and the owner treated him poorly for his entire 2-week notice and gave him a ball of tape for his going away present. And the young man that came in, he was a student over at UTI for the welding portion. He came in and he busted his ass, and he learned. Yeah, he made a couple mistakes, but you know, we all do. But he would own them, which was insane for a 20-year-old. Real good young man. And I haven't talked to him since he left. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he's doing well. So I doubt he'll see this, but if he does, hey, bud, you know who you are. I hope things are going amazing for you. Hope that your family's healthy and that your move went awesome. Then I had a job at the zoo part-time, standing at the giraffe stand, and that just wasn't working out. Political stuff and personal opinion and stuff like that. So time to move on. The person there inspired me to get moving on some stuff. So, you know, this is one thing. Bought a big, huge Thunder USA Thunder Laser engraver. This is something I just cut out. I'm going to paint it too, obviously black and then white. These will be for sale on the website. We do plastic, wood. I don't have much stuff out here. This is a license plate cover for excellent details, so he can go ahead and show, you know, people's cars, pictures and videos without doing that. Got some prototypes over here. You can kind of see in the background a router sled moving around right here. So that's, I got to get some hardware ordered for that and get some stuff rearranged in the mess of the garage. You know, but these are little scrap pieces that I do to go ahead and send out. But all kinds of stuff. These are actually tools that I make to raise the acrylic up off the bed while I'm lasering it. But that shows you, these are acrylic. That shows you just how small the detail can be. And actually, this is nothing compared to some of the stuff. This machine amazes me, you know, almost daily. With how often I use it. I mean, I use it nearly daily. Lots of craft shows, markets, stuff like that. Lots of custom work. This is most of the plastic removed, so you can see. But yeah, so A little over a year ago, the girls finally moved out here to Arizona. We've been struggling for space in the house. The business has taken up the remainder of the office, which was already cluttered and crowded to begin with. My toolbox from my previous job is in there as well. Um, the laser is, I'll put some video of it here right now, but the laser is, almost 6 feet long and 4.5 feet deep, and takes up this whole space. 3-car garage. You can get the 3 motorcycles in, which I don't ride that often anymore, and you can't really get around much else between everything else. So we're getting there. I'm going to build a shed here soon. I'm going to do some videos on that. Brought the 1932 lathe out here from the California house. I have to get a belt for it still. Been meaning to call. Actually, I need 2 belts. Kind of bouncing back and forth on, do I want to, you can see the lights from the remote. That's one, the microphone. Do I want to convert it, or do I want to just put new belts on it and get everything adjusted and start working on it? But yeah, so what are we doing now? It's called 5 Cats Custom Crafts. That's another thing that's changed in the last couple of years. We did end up somehow with 5 cats. Little Oliver was found at a rest stop in California when my girlfriend was heading back one trip. Year and a half ago almost. So we call him a terrorist because he terrorizes the other cats. Little oops baby. We won't go to 6, I promise that. So, but been making a lot of stuff. 5catscustomcrafts.com, at 5catscustomcrafts on Instagram and Facebook. You can check out some of the stuff I've been doing and some of the stuff we've been making. Halloween's coming up, so looking for some ideas and doing some door hangers and stuff like that. So why didn't I make the videos like I said I was going to? Busy. I ended up going between Motorcycle Mechanics Institute and Universal Technical Institute, and then working full-time on top of that. And then once I graduated MMI, or started and then quit UTI, I ended up working way more hours where I was, plus I was making usually 2 trips back to California every month. So the Ram 3500 dually turned into a Ram 3500 single rear wheel, which turned into a Tacoma I've had just over a year. I don't like anything about it. It's not a bad truck. I just don't like it. Not even a truck in my opinion, but and then the family moving out, obviously, finally. It's been great. It's been learning curves here and there, but that's normal. But it's still been great. And the next thing you know is, it just was busy. Didn't become routine. Been thinking about it. I got completely off of social media again. When I opened the business, I started back up because these days you can't, especially start a business. You can barely run an established old business without social media. Definitely can't easily, efficiently, quickly start a business without social media. I still think it's a cancer of the earth, or one of the many. That and our politicians, both sides, doesn't matter. It's, if I say anything about politicians, I feel it equally on both sides and across the spectrum. They're all evil. But I've been bouncing back and forth about doing videos again, and I think that, like with the shed build and some of the stuff that I make, and after some time, get some stuff going for, I'll need to improve some computer equipment to do some of this stuff, but some how-tos, and maybe not some how-tos, probably some how I do it. I think that how-to is probably not the greatest term, because I don't always do stuff the way you're supposed to do it. So, which sometimes is good, you got to think outside the box. So, but when I build the shed, we're going to build a bounce back and forth between an 8x12 or 8x14. 8x14 is the biggest we can go, but then you get into ripping sheets in half, and you get into it makes it a little bit more difficult. A lot of the stuff has to be bought in 16-foot stuff, and it just creates more waste. It costs more. It's only a few $100s more. I think like 600 or 700 actually to go to that extra 2 feet, but 16, and then it's going to be a few cubic feet, quite a few cubic feet larger. So, what is the juice worth the squeeze? I haven't decided yet. I will probably decide at the second that I buy all the materials, and then whatever I buy, it's what we're getting, because I'm not going to return stuff. So, but yeah, how have you been? What have you been up to? Thank you for staying subscribed for years of no videos. I am sorry for that, and I would say continue staying subscribed. I appreciate it. Hit that. Now they get the notification bell. Maybe hit that if you want, or don't. Share with your friends. Last video was an election year. This is a midterm. It's not. It's we've got the primaries. Next year is an election year. Regardless of when you're voting or who you vote for, the lies that the media, the people involved tell you, chase the rabbit down the rabbit hole. Vote in an educated manner. That'll never change. Who you vote for and how you vote, I don't care. Don't post it below. I don't want to know. But if somebody disagrees with you, have an adult discussion. Be open to new facts. Look at things scientifically. Like, it's a cool thing about science is that if you can show a scientist the facts have changed because the data was wrong, or because input was never known, or whatever, if you can show a scientist that the facts have changed, they will change their opinion. Think everything scientifically. So there's a reason it works. Now, some of these scientists are politicians too, so keep that in mind. But that's it for today. I'm gonna make some more Halloween stuff. I'll put a bunch of pictures in here so you can see what some of the stuff I've been making. Again, 5catscustomcrafts.com. A lot of this stuff has not been posted up there just yet. So Instagram or Facebook, 5Cats Custom Crafts, and then go ahead and I do custom work, one-off. I just did a order for tumblers. Oh, that's, this is in air. I always forget, don't pause the laser when the rotary is going. And there's this, I can't even see it now, but so I just did an order for 25 of these tumblers, laser engraved. You can see the tumblers, it just removes the powder coat. Water bottles, tumblers, wine, stemless wine glasses, all kinds of stuff. And some of the other stuff we're going to do organization products or projects, well, and products. You can't see it right here behind this cart. Bed Bath & Beyond, I bought 2 of these carts. Awesome, expensive. Right behind that cart is a spray paint rack. It's huge. All the colors. Rust-Oleum. I should have bought stock in Rust-Oleum. But yeah, like I said, go ahead, head over to Instagram, Facebook, check out some of the stuff. Let me know, more importantly, down in the comments, how you doing, how you been, what you been up to the last few years. And yeah, we'll see you around. We're going to do some fun stuff. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Remember, you are loved, you have purpose, you have value. Never forget it, never give up. Have a great one.